9:28, welcome back. It's Ask the Expert with romantic fireplaces and barbecues in wonderful Orleans. There's the information to get in touch with us. I urge you to do so, as a couple of people have already, by calling this telephone number. Jamie is our first caller this morning. Jamie, good morning. How are you?
Great, thanks. How are you?
Very good. What's your question this morning?
My question is, we're in a brand new home, recently built, and the builder provided a fireplace. We have a really strange smell coming from it, almost like a melting plastic smell.
Oh, yeah.
And we've had the company come in twice to take a look at it. They've repositioned the logs and fiddled with it a little bit, but we're still getting a smell coming from it.
And this is a brand new home, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's interesting because I've had that a couple of times. So if you've got a plastic melting smell, one of the things that happen...
Could it be plastic melting?
Could be plastic melting,
right.
Actual plastic melting. And with that is that they had young children, and the children had thrown toys in the top of the heat exchanger, the fireplace behind the louvers.
Gotcha.
So that's something that you might want to take a look at. The other thing, the logs, I don't think it have anything to do with that as far as the positioning of the logs. And I need to find out if this is, I'm assuming it's a direct vent gas fireplace, Kurt, the fact that it's brand new. So I think what you could do is, Jamie, just send me a picture, email me a picture of the fireplace so I can see what it is. But I think the first thing I'd do is look up on top, make sure any of the plastic coatings that were on the doors, frames, and or louvers were left. And if you're getting a specific plastic smell, Kurt, I'm pretty sure it could be something to do with that.
Sometimes in the unwrapping process of whatever it is.
That's right.
Often you can find a little bit of plastic or something that you missed.
Yeah, and it could be there and maybe the case, maybe melting onto the fireplace.
Yeah, because that's not a smell you want to experience all the time when you turn on your fireplace.
And it will stay there for a long time, you know. We've had this happen before.
All right, Robert's on the telephone with a question. Robert, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Good. What's your question?
I'm a long-term tenant in a private home with a wood-burning fireplace that is not in use, but the landlord and our insurance companies always have the yearly inspection done. And I would like to know if we were to burn those, what they are available. Are those creosote logs?
Yes, okay.
Is that sufficient to appease the ones that come and inspect, or the landlord, or for our own peace of mind as well? Is the burning the creosote log sufficient, or is inspection still need to be done?
And that's what a cleaning log, Michael? It helps to clean the...
Yeah, it's a cleaning log. It doesn't make a big difference, to be honest. It may burn cleaner, but it's not actually, you know, they've advertised these things to clean your chimney. Well, the best way to clean the chimney is to have an inspection and a chimney sweep in and do it. So, so it's not going to hurt his fireplace if he's using that. And these fire logs are good for a tenant because you're not having the bugs and the dirt and the mess and the excessive creosote. So they will burn cleaner, and I would think that's probably the right thing for him to be doing.
Well, don't you think though, if the chimney has been used for a while for that purpose, having someone to have a quick clean of it or a look at it is not a bad idea?
Well, he was saying that it's been done every year and has to be, and it should continue to be done every year. So it's not something.
So is he good to go then?
He's good to go. If he's had it cleaned, he said he's inspected. He'd asked the question whether the fire log would eliminate the chimney cleaning. No, it won't.
No.
It still has to be cleaned on a regular basis.
All right. More time for questions, by the way. If you want to get in on that right now, you can tweet us with your questions. You can Facebook us, all that sort of thing. We wanted to mention this, the newest in pellet stoves, and I'll hold this up for the camera. But this is the latest and greatest, right?
Well, this is the latest, you know, and people love pellet stoves in the rural areas because they're easy, they're efficient. But what happens with a lot of the pellet stoves, there's a lot of maintenance to them. There's augers, there's draft fans, and all kinds of electrical equipment attached to it that's working. So with this one, this is the first wood pellet stove that is gravity fed. So that means it will work on a regular wood chimney. So if you take your wood stove out, the hoppers on the top, the pellets fall down inside, and there's no augers or electricity required.
What? It just falls into where it should fall into?
It falls, comes down a chute, drops down into a burn pot in the bottom, and there'll be a bimetallic coil in there that will control that. Just phenomenal.
What about the efficiency of pellet stoves? Do you like them?
Yeah, you're not, you know, the efficiency of the pellet stoves now is that you're burning You know, you're burning a fuel that's fossil fuel that's very clean. There's very low emissions on most pellet stoves.
A little residue as well.
A bit of residue, but nothing too serious.
Right.
And this is really, again, something else that's brand new that Breckwell's been doing it for years.
We sure have seen innovations in the world of pellet stoves or even pellet barbecues like we've seen outside a couple times we've been here.
The black olive.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. Another chance for you to ask questions here about your own fireplace, your own barbecue, that sort of thing. Live phone calls at 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Emails, Facebook, even Twitter questions up for grabs. Our final segment of Ask the Expert with Romantic Fireplaces and Barbecues is coming right up.